Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Arthur and you're watching Dirt Hammers Off-Road Media. Today in this video, we're just going to talk a little bit about personalizing your Jeep. And that's what makes these vehicles so great, is not only is it tons of aftermarket parts and accessory support, but also there's so many products that you can install on your Jeep to personalize it to match your taste. And that's what we're going to do today. I got the Rugged Ridge Elite taillight guards. Now these taillight guards, most kind of debatable for most people is whether they really protect the taillight or not. For me, I just like the rugged look that they add. And, Jeeps are rugged. So when we add things to them that make them look even more rugged, that's great, right? So, the beautiful thing about Jeeps is there's tons of parts and accessories that I mentioned to make them more capable. And that's what I love about this vehicle is you can go off-road. There's so many places you can explore. You can take the top off, you can take the doors off of them. So to enjoy the vehicle even more is personalizing it. And there's some pretty crazy stuff out there that people do to Jeeps as far as personalizing them, but that's what they like and that's their taste. And that's what's so great about these vehicles. So we're going to install, this is kind of one of the first things that I personalized for my Jeep, I would say, but I'm going to install the Rugged Ridge Elite taillight guards. These are 100% aluminum. It's kind of like a two-piece cage design that goes around the taillight. They come with stainless steel hardware. There's a couple of different options for these. I'll show you what these look like and I'll show you what I went with, but you can get these in red or you can get them unpainted, ready to paint to match your Jeep's color. These are black with a nice machined aluminum line across them, and I'll show you that here in a minute. They come with a 5-year warranty, and I picked these up at extremeterrain.com, and I'll put that information down in the description area below. But we're going to get these put on the Jeep, but before we do, let's open up this box and let me show you what they look like, and then we'll go outside and get them on the Jeep. Okay, so let's go ahead and get these opened. Get the Rugged Ridge Elite taillight guards open. So that's what these look like. Got a nice coated aluminum body. And there's that machined surface or line that I was telling you about. So it's kind of like a two-piece cage design that's going to go around the tail light. These are pretty rugged looking, I have to admit. Got a nice, good, rugged finish to them. I think these are going to look really good on the back of my Jeep. Let's go ahead and get the other side out. These are really cool. Really going to enjoy these on the Jeep. Instructions, which we'll cover this. We'll cover this in installation outside. But these are pretty much comes with a little bag of hardware that we'll need. But these are kind of pretty self-explanatory. But let's go out and get these put on the Jeep and see how they look. Okay, guys. So we're outside. Going to install these Rugged Ridge taillight Elite guards. This is probably one of the most simplest DIYs you can do probably to your Jeep. There may be a few other things, but this is really something to get you started in personalizing your Jeep and changing it up a little bit and making it suit your taste or overall look that you're going for. But to install these, we're going to need just a number 2 Phillips screwdriver. That will be to remove the factory taillight. And then you're going to need a 4mm and a 3mm Allen wrench or Allen T-handle, whatever you have available. But these will be the 3 tools that we're going to be using, so let's get started. Taking our number 2 Phillips, let's go ahead and remove the factory tail light and screws. So now let's remove the tail light. Not much holding it there once you remove the screws. You're not going to be using this trim piece. You're not going to be using this, so set it aside. Keep it for later if you decide to go back and remove your taillight guards. So now what we want to do is we want to unplug the taillight. Press this little tab. Well, it's cold out, so it's a little stiff. So we unplug that. Before we go any further, I'm going to take a little rag and a little bit of cleaner and just kind of clean this up a little bit where the tail light's been. Several years of road grime packed in there behind the tail light for sure. Okay, so this is kind of a little optional. I went ahead and took some of that camper gasket kind of material, just a foam gasket. Pick it up at Home Depot or Lowe's. Made a little gasket around that. So we're going to take our outer face of the Elite taillight guard from Rugged Ridge. We're going to lay our tail light down in it. And this piece can be just a little tricky. Now we're going to put the back piece on. And it kind of has to, the bottom part of this little ridge here needs to kind of come in from the bottom. There we go. And that's how you encase the tail light inside the Rugged Ridge Elite taillight guard. Now we're going to plug this up and we'll get this installed. Okay, so let's plug this back up. Snap that into it, clicks. Already went ahead and started one of these. These outside bolts here kind of help hold the outer part of the cage on. The two inside bolts is what will mount it to the frame. So this is your longer 4mm bolts. Get those started. The 3mm bolts go out on the outside. Okay, so we got them installed. I must say, those things look pretty good. I mean, they look great. You can't even see the gasket material that I added. You can't even see it. So that worked out really good. I think that gasket material will definitely help keep out the mud and grime and dirt, but it's also going to help keep the tail lights from chafing and rubbing against the body. Here's just a view of it from behind. The Rugged Ridge Elite taillight guards really add a great look to the back of your Jeep. Just back off a little bit. Gives it a nice, good, rugged look. Okay, guys, so there it is. Got the Rugged Ridge Elite taillight guards installed. And again, as I mentioned earlier in the video, you know, it's kind of debatable or questionable as far as how much protection they're going to offer. Anything that hits these, they're pretty rugged. It's just going to transfer some damage probably into the body itself. So basically I see these as a cosmetic piece, kind of just something to enhance the looks of your Jeep, give a little personal touch, and I think they look really good doing that. So you need to visit extremeterrain.com, pick up a set of these Rugged Ridge Elite taillight guards. One little tip, the gasket material that I added did make installation just a little bit tougher, trying to get them lined up, and that's understandable, but I think in the long run that gasket's going to pay off as far as keeping mud and grime out of there and keeping the taillight guards from rubbing on the chafing against the body of the Jeep. Helps protect the paint. So make sure you subscribe, like and comment. And again, get out there and get your Jeep personalized and get it looking good.